And it was in a sock with 2 Mexican pesos, most likely a once in a business career coin. Yeah, I probably won't have another coin of this caliber. I've got most of the auction houses wanting this coin. So everybody's clamoring for me to let them take it to their auctions, you know, Heritage and everybody.
International Stacker. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here at the Summer of Fun, and I'm here with the one, the only, the Lug. What's up, man?
How's it going, man? Nice to meet you.
Good, how are you?
Doing good.
How's things going here at the show?
Good, man. It's been a really busy show. Lots of people coming in, lots of interest with gold, silver, lots of interest with coins. It's been a really good show.
Now, are people mostly buying, mostly selling? Is it a mix?
It's a big mix. This is an interesting time. I mean, I got people selling 200 ounces of silver. I got people selling 4 and 5 ounces of gold. And I got people coming up and buying 100 ounces of silver. People buying 2 and 3 ounces of gold. It's a big mix back and forth of buying in, buying out, which is for me, and you know, the past 5 years I've been doing this is very unique, as normally it's always tended to be on or off, you know, people buying, people selling. Here the last 2 or 3 months, it's been both all the time.
Well, dude, silver breaking 38 yesterday, and then I checked this morning, it's 39 right now in futures.
The futures are 39. Yeah, that's wild. So on Thursday I was offering silver under spot at $36, and then yesterday it pops up to 38, and so many people came by and said I should have taken your offer. You know, a few people did, but yeah, yesterday was wild with the silver pop.
A lot of people are new coming into this because of the prices. What's some advice you have for brand new people who are looking into maybe stacking or collecting?
So know what you want. You know, that's probably my best advice. Don't buy high premium silver if you're stacking. You know, buy your high premium silver if you like it because you like it. If you're looking to just stack because you want to do it like stacking, investing, you know, buy the cheapest silver or gold you can. Don't buy your premiums. If you like the premium stuff and you want to buy it, go for it. That's probably my best advice. If you're going to be a collector of vintage bars, if you're going to be a collector of silver eagles, if you're going to be a collector of, you know, pre-33 stuff that's expensive, know what you're buying. Try to stay in your lane is probably my best advice when it comes to the metals. You know, if you're looking for cheap metals, buy cheap metals.
Now, if I was looking today to spend about $100,000 on a very rare coin, what would you have in one of these?
Well,
cases?
funnily enough, I have a 1849 $5 Mormon that came back straight grade. Estimated populations in private hands is around 150.
So what's the history? They made their own gold coins back in the day?
Yeah, so it's actually a pretty wild history. Whether you like, you know, the religion side of the story or not, the story of this gold is amazing. So this is considered territorial gold. So, you know, back when the United States still had territories, when Utah was still a territory, the Mormons, you know, traveled to California during the gold rush, collected the gold, brought the gold back to Utah, and then the Mormons minted these gold coins under the Territorial Gold Act and produced their own coinage before Utah was a state and before the United States had the capability to make this many coins. The story and what's really cool about this gold actually traveled with them from California back to Utah. And then in the course of time, when the territorial gold fell out of favor, most of the Mormon coins were melted down. By the Mormons themselves. They collected their gold back, basically, and bought most of it back. So some of the estimates are as low as 150 are known to survive in private hands of this coin.
Wow.
Yeah, this coin has got a crazy story. You know, it came into my store raw in a sock from a storage unit, and it was in a sock with 2 Mexican pesos. The guy knew what he had, so you know, we paid him. It did not get it at melt. It was definitely paid a fair price for it. Most likely a once in a business career coin. Yeah, I probably won't have another coin of this caliber. I've got most of the auction houses wanting this coin, so everybody's clamoring for me to let them take it to their auctions, you know, Heritage and everybody.
Everyone, pause the video right now, go to your sock drawer, check all your socks immediately.
Yeah, check your sock drawer. That's go buy your storage units, you know, go look in the socks in the drawers. It's absolutely crazy. You know, somebody made a joke, I should have got the sock graded by NGC too, so.
Dude, if you had the sock with it.
Right, have the nasty sock, yeah.
That honestly would have been probably.
Yeah, so it was a fun story. But yeah, this is an amazing coin with a really interesting backstory. So we'll see where it goes.
Back then too, the Mormons back in that time even fought the U.S. military at one point. There was like a battle or something.
It's crazy, man. The story on that gold is just, you know, and it's always like, you know, all gold's used, right? Unless it's coming straight out of the ground, but that is the gold. It's not like it was remelted and made. So it's some pretty amazing history.
Awesome. Are you seeing many fakes
all the time? All the time. It's relentless. You know, one of the redeeming factors I've seen at this show is I actually had quite a few stackers come by looking to buy silver from me, generic stuff, eagles, maples, and quite a few of them actually had a sigma, which was ensuring, you know, because the number of times I get stackers, new stackers coming into my store, and sometimes even seasoned guys. I mean, right now in my office, I've got probably 500 fake Morgans, probably 300 or 400 fake silver eagles that people come in and try to sell me, and I'm like, you know, these are fake, and they're just defeated. It could have been resolved by getting a sigma, go cheaper, get a pocket pinger, you know, just do some, get a magnet half the time, you know, and it's relentless. Fake slabs, fake gold, and it's so depressing when somebody comes in, hey man, I got this gold bar that was left to me. I want to get my daughter a car, and then it's nothing. It's not even a good fake, and it's all the time.
What's the worst fake story you've ever seen?
One of the big things going on right now is people taking advantage of the elderly. So it starts out with the phone scams. The FBI released an article a couple months back about it. One of the ways they do this is, long story short, they con the old folks into buying legitimate gold from someone like me or any other dealer here at the show. And then that person then has the gold in their house. And there's a couple different ways the bad guys then get the gold. But one of the ways is they have access to the home, meaning a cleaning person, a caregiver, a handyman. So over the course of months sometimes, let's say they buy 80 gold bars from me. So 80 ounces of gold. I mean, that's huge. That's over $200,000 in gold. And they'll tell them, yeah, make sure you keep that, store it somewhere safe, blah, 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 blah. And then over the course of months, that person that has access to the home comes in and one gold bar at a time swaps it out with a fake gold bar. So they don't even know the gold's being stolen from them.
Just over time.
And then inevitably that elderly person dies 5 years, 10 years, 20 years later. The family says, oh, I know mom had that gold or dad had that gold. They then bring that gold to me.
And it's all fake.
And every bit of it's fake. And they're like, well, you sold us fake gold. I'm like, this isn't what I sold you. Or that's not what they sold you.
Right.
And then, other ways is they convince them to give the gold. The long scam, hey, you need to protect your money, the bad guys know your address, whatever. Why don't we send a courier to pick the gold up from you and we'll store it in our FBI vault for you? The FBI doesn't do that. My best advice on that is tell your parents, tell your grandparents. If anybody's ever telling you to go buy gold, to save your money because they're the good guys, talk to somebody first because it is fake.
Dude, the scams are crazy. They even got like old people going to Bitcoin, like ATMs.
It's so bad. It's so sad too,
And what I tell people is go to a reputable dealer like yourself. Go visit the Lug if you're in Jacksonville, Florida.
Yep.
If it's too good to be true, it probably is. And have some way to test it. Myself, I have a Sigma Metallurgist Pro. $20 or $30 pocket beater.
You can get the cheap Sigma for what, $800, $900?
Something like that. Yeah. Now there's apps that will actually listen for each frequency on the ping, even just weighing it. Just weigh it. For the love of God, weigh the coin.
A magnet and a scale. You can do wonders, yeah.
And if it's overweight, you don't go, oh, I got to buy this.
Right.
What do you know now that you wish you knew when you first started getting into gold and silver?
I mean, kind of the first thing I said at the beginning of the video is try not to get involved in the premiums unless you want the premiums, right? Know what you're buying. Do your research before you buy or sell. Even when you're selling to somebody like me, anywhere you're selling, if you don't have a coin shop in your area and you have to deal with pawn shops and jewelry stores, some of them are good. Know what you're getting into, know what you're doing, know what to expect, know what the market is demanding in your area before you just sell your collection at some random place for way under what you could get for. That's a common thing I hear a lot of times too, is they didn't know what they had until it was too late. While I am in the business to make money, my business is also, I like to help people. So if I can help you get the most for your money and I can still make money, that's what I want to do.
End of the year. What do you think between now and the end of the year? What do you think the high for gold will be? What do you think the high for silver will be? And if you're wrong, we're going to come to your store and protest how it's not. No, I'm kidding.
Man, that's a loaded question. So I think if silver hit, it might do it this week, right? I think if silver hits 40 and silver can stay at 40 for a couple weeks, I think we'll see silver push to 50 or 60. The negative side of that, if we see silver hit 50 or 60, I think it's going back down to 30. We're already seeing an influx of silver in the market. I think if we see silver hit a high number, it's going to fall back down fast. Do I think it's going to stay there? Probably not. That's kind of where we were thinking when silver hit 35 and 36. If it stays there for a couple weeks, we'll see 40, and that's kind of what we're seeing. I think if silver hits 50, 40, it could run to 60. It could run higher, but I think once it runs higher, it's going to pop back down. Gold's been kind of flat for the past little bit. I definitely think $4,000 gold is likely. Is it going to hit 4,000 and stay? Probably not. I think same thing. If gold hits a high number like that, I think you'll see a big influx in the market of, jewelers and pawn shops and stackers that have been holding, selling. I don't think we'll see 2,000 really again. I definitely think we can see a pullback, but then that pullback, I think you'll see a bump back up too. I think it'll be a short-term up and down. And then it just really depends on the politics in the world and what's going on with the markets and the infrastructure and what happens. But I definitely see an upside as of right now.
Last piece of advice, and where can people find you?
So I'm in North Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, right in between Jacksonville and St. Augustine. You can find me on thelug.com. You can find me on most of the socials as The Lug, Facebook. We got a Facebook group in my area too. You can come to my website, come to my office. I am by appointment, so make sure you reach out before you show up, and happy to take care of you.
Awesome. Well, it's the end of the video, and what do we say?
Catch you on the next one.
Catch you on the next one. Woo! Thanks, man. Appreciate
Absolutely,
it.
man. My pleasure.
And thank you for the gift.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
All right, guys. He's giving me a couple half Florida Goldbacks to give away to y'all and some stickers. So thanks, the Lug.
You're welcome.
One stacker on a journey to find